Hello everyone! Today I'll walk you through how to buy and sell on Mercari in detail. Since Mercari updated its shipping and system in 2025, this guide reflects the latest information. Before we begin, English is not my first language, so I may mispronounce words or say things in a way that is unclear. I appreciate your understanding. Thank you. By the way, Mercari is Mercari in Japan. I used to sell on eBay because it's lower fees, but when the selling fee increased to 10%, I decided to try Mercari, which had a great reputation for being user-friendly, and I've been using it ever since. Mercari started in Japan in 2013 and became profitable in 2016. It launched in the US in 2014 and has grown steadily since. While Mercari Japan and Mercari US were originally separate, now some Japanese sellers offer international shipping to the US. However, US-based sellers cannot easily ship to Japan through Mercari. If you wanted to sell to Japan, platforms like eBay or Etsy may be more suitable. To begin buying or selling, you'll need to register. Use the referral link in the description below. When you sign up using the referral code, you receive $10 credit after your first purchase. You'll earn another $10 after your first sale over $100. How selling works. Take photos of your item and upload them to Mercari. Add a detailed description and set your price. Once sold, ship the item within 3 days. After the buyer rates you, payment is released. Price can range from $1 to $2,000. Check similar listing to help set a competitive price. Fees. First, if you're a seller, there is no listing fee. When your item sells, a 10% selling fee will be deducted from your earnings. This 10% is calculated based on the total of the item price plus shipping cost, regardless of whether the buyer or seller pays for shipping. Now, if you are a buyer, buyers are charged a 3.6% buyer protection fee. This fee is also calculated based on the total of the item price plus shipping cost. Even if the seller offers free shipping, the fee remains the same. Now for sellers who wish to list branded items, adding a guarantee of authenticity can make your item easier to sell. This is completely optional. Here's how it works. You use a system called Authenticator. Through Mercari, photos of your item are sent to a third-party authentication service. Within 48 hours, the item is reviewed. If it's confirmed to be genuine, your listing will display that verified authentic label along with a diamond icon. Eligible items include luxury brand products such as bags, wallets, shoes, glasses, jewelry, and watches. When listing, you'll need to take clear photos of details like logos, tags, and serial numbers and submit them. These photos are reviewed by a professional third-party team called Real Authentication (RA). Once verified, the diamond icon will appear on your listing. You also have the option to include a certificate of authenticity, which is recommended for high-value items like bags and shoes. Fees. Authentication fee $5 per item. Certificate fee optional, additional $10. Shipping options updated July 2025. Sellers choose whether to offer free shipping or have buyers pay. Mercari offers two main shipping types, best rate shipping and standard shipping. Best rate shipping is for items smaller than a shoebox, under 1 cubic foot, max 22 inches. Standard shipping is for larger items. Mercari partners with USPS, UPS, and FedEx to offer discounted rates. The black text in the table indicates best rate shipping, while the gray text shows the pricing for standard shipping. Your available carriers may vary by location. Now that covers the basic shipping rates. However, USPS offers Media Mail, a discounted shipping option for educational and media-related items. On Mercari, Media Mail is available only for items listed under eligible categories. Here are the details. Items that do not qualify are listed below. Please note that packages may be opened or inspected at the post office, so be cautious when using this service. For pricing, please refer to the table below. These rates are special prices offered through Mercari's partnership. Trading cards can also be shipped using first-class mail envelopes. Normally, first-class mail does not include tracking, but Mercari provides tracking that can be viewed directly within the app. Only paper envelopes are allowed, and the maximum diameters are 11.4 inches times 6.25 inches times 0.25 inches thick. These rates are also discounted through Mercari's shipping partnership. When you pay for shipping through Mercari, all shippings include tracking number and up to $200 in insurance coverage, but first-class mail is up to $20. Additionally, Mercari US now offers a new service for users without a printer. Using the Mercari app, you can generate a QR code for shipments via UPS or USPS. Simply take the QR code to UPS or USPS location. Show it to the staff and they will print the shipping label for you and attach it to your package on the spot. And this is a new feature, Meetups, available in Los Angeles and New York zip codes. Buyers can search for nearby items and request a meetup. If the seller accepts, they coordinate location and payment outside Mercari. Note: Mercari's protection, returns, refunds, insurance do not apply to meetup transactions. Okay, so when do you actually receive your money after making a sale? The payment is deposited into your Mercari account right after the buyer receives the item and leave a rating. Buyers are expected to leave a rating within 3 days of receiving the item. If the buyer doesn't leave a rating, yes, this has happened to me too, Mercari will automatically give you a 5-star rating and release that payment to you. Normally, sellers can rate buyers after receiving a rating. If the buyer doesn't rate you, you won't be able to rate them. That's just how the system works. Once the money is in your account, you can withdraw it anytime or simply leave it in your Mercari balance and use it to shop for something you want on Mercari. About withdrawal options, there are two options which are direct deposit and instant pay. Direct deposit sends your earnings via ACH transfer to your bank's checking account. It typically takes 2 to 5 business days and there is no fee for this service. Instant Pay allows you to link a debit card with Visa or MasterCard functionality to your Mercari account and receive your funds within up to 30 minutes. There is a $3 fee per transaction and you can withdraw up to $600 per month using Instant Pay. Cancellations and returns. Buyers can request cancellation within 24 hours if the seller hasn't shipped. Sellers must ship or approve cancellation within 24 hours. Cancellations are reflected in your rating, so it's recommended not to cancel frequently. Returns are allowed only if item is significantly different from the listing, item was damaged during shipping, item is counterfeit. The delivery date and time of the item can be confirmed through Mercari's initial tracking system, and returns must be initiated within 72 hours of delivery. When a buyer submits a return request to Mercari, the 3-day rating system is paused. And Mercari will communicate directly with the buyer to review the return details. The buyer is required to attach photos when submitting the return request. If Mercari does not approve the return, the payment will be released to the seller. If the return is approved, Mercari will email the buyer a return shipping label, and the buyer must use it to return the item to the seller within 3 days. Since Mercari handles the process, the seller does not need to take any action and does not have to pay the return shipping. Mercari offers 2 discount tools to help promote your listings. Promote and offer to likers. If your item hasn't sold within 2-3 days, Mercari may recommend applying a discount. You'll see a promote button on your listing. Tap it to access 2 options. Promote. This applies a 5% discount to your item and boosts its visibility within Mercari. Users who previously tapped like on your item will receive a notification about the price drop. Note: once discounted, the price cannot be reverted to the original amount. Offer to likers. This is a limited time discount of 10% or more, valid for 24 hours only. A notification is sent to up to 50 recent likers of your item. These tools can help increase exposure and improve your chances to making a sale. Now, here's something that can feel a bit tough when selling on Mercari. Buyers can send price reduction requests. The buyers can do this by clicking the Make an Offer button on the item page. Buyers can allow to offer up to 25% below the listed price. Even if you've already priced your item quite low, it can feel like you are being haggled with, which isn't always pleasant. So when listing, it might be wise to set your price with potential offers in mind. Offers are valid for 24 hours only. If the seller accepts the offer, the buyer is obligated to complete the purchase, and the seller can ship the item right away. Sellers also have the option to decline the offer or send a counter offer with a price they are willing to accept. Sellers who use promote or offer to likers may occasionally receive coupons from Mercari as a reward. These coupons can be used for purchases within the Mercari app. Please note that coupons have expiration date, so be sure to check them. You can view the expiration date by going to your profile, then Settings, then selecting Coupons. On the seller's page, you'll find various badges displayed. These badges help build trust with potential buyers. The join date shows when the seller started using Mercari. The Quick Shipper badge is awarded to sellers who consistently ship items within 24 hours of purchase. The Reliable badge is given to those with a low cancellation rate. The Fast Responser badge is earned by replying to buyer inquiries within 12 hours. These badges can also serve as a helpful guide when you're shopping, giving you a sense of how trustworthy a seller might be. Now, regarding taxes that may arise when you earn income from selling on Mercari, these are 2 main types: sales tax and income tax. For sales tax, Mercari automatically calculates, collects, and remits the applicable taxes to the sales tax authorities on behalf of the seller, so sellers do not need to handle sales tax payments themselves. Therefore, you only need to focus on the basic rules for income tax. If you make a profit, it may be subject to taxation. However, this is where things get a bit complex with Mercari because some people sell items they purchase for business purposes while others sell used personal items. For example, if you buy something for $50 and sell it for $80, you made a $30 profit, which is taxable. But if you sell something at a loss, it's not taxable. For instance, selling a $100 item for $60 because you no longer need means there is no profit, so it's not subject to tax. Starting with the 2024 tax year, if your annual sales on Mercari exceed $600, you will receive a Form 1099-K. This form reports your total gross sales to the IRS. However, this does not mean that the entire amount is taxable. Taxes are only applied to your net profit, which is calculated by subtracting expenses and cost of goods sold from your total sales. Deductible expenses may include purchase cost of items, shipping fees, packaging materials, equipment used for listing, other expenses directly related to your selling activity. Whether these expenses are deductible depends on whether your activity is considered a business or a hobby. Regarding tax rates, if your sales are treated as personal income, the income tax rate will vary based on your total income. If treated as a business, you may register as a sole proprietor, deduct expenses, but also be subject to self-employment tax. If it's considered a hobby, expense deductions are generally not allowed, so keep that in mind. For now, it's perfectly fine to try selling casually, get the feel for it, and then decide whether to treat it as a hobby or a business. However, even if you're selling as a hobby, it's highly recommended to keep records of your purchase prices, sale prices, and expenses to prepare for your tax return. That's everything you need to know to start selling on Mercari. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Thank you.